Alright, so at this point now we have this. Okay, so I'm just going to continue basically working on the shape in order to make a kind of crummy pony design. So I'm going to hold shift and try to make this a little bit rounder. Alright, like that. Okay, like this. So I'm just trying to round out each little chunk here. Alright, alright, come on. There you go. So, right, like that. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to hold Control and mask out this. And space. Let's make this a little bit, makes this a bit bigger. Something like that. Alright. Alright. I'll grab the move here. I'm just going to hold shift and click. And I'm just going to kind of, oops. We're going to do this. Okay, let's just click off. Hold Control. So I'm holding Control. And let's see, get just the tail selected. Good. And I'm Control Tap. And I got a little more than I wanted. Back to Q and Control. Good. And back to W, the move tool. And I'm going to move this up like that. And Control, click, and drag. Go back to Q for the normal brush. Alright, and we'll smooth that out. Alright, and let's see. Like so. And let's get in a little bit more here. And just gotta thin these up a little. And we're just going to kind of squeeze this in a little. Just trying to thin up the legs. And I'm just using my move tool here. And I just want to make this a little more cutesy. And let's go this way. I'm just going to kind of pull it out a little bit. Alright. And we're going to have to make this a little bit smaller. And make that a little bit smaller. Alright. Alright. And that looks like something. And let's see, make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to hold shift, and I'm going to go ahead and put on the floor. So now I can see like this leg is not the same, right? So I'm going to go to W, Control, click and drag. Let's try this again. Control, click and drag. Come on, I wanted that. And grab the bottom like that. There we go. Control, click and drag across. Go back to the brush, and I can see he's got some saggy bottoms. I'm going to turn off floor. Alright. And we're going to go something like so. And it's just a lot of, alright, something like that. And I'm going to go BST for the regular brush, and we're going to make this small. I'm going to hold Alt to brush in as opposed to out, hold Shift to smooth, and I'm going to again hold Alt and just kind of brush inwards to kind of try and cut this leg in. Like so, and smooth, and holding shift to smooth, control, oops, sorry, and hold alt, and we'll smooth. Oof, okay. And just keep trying to push this inwards to try and get that to be a little bit better. And let's go in here and same thing. I'm gonna kind of rotate this up, just trying to get the general shape as much as I can, and kind of push that in, just smooth a little bit. All right, so this should still be Dynamesh, and it is. So I'm just gonna hit Control, click and drag, and it will rebuild the surface. And hit Shift F to get it back to this. Okay. I got the general shape here, B, M, and V. Oops, not focal shift. And I'm just going to kind of fix this a little bit. All right. And, okay. All right, so we go like that. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I got a rough sort of shape. I'm not super happy with it. But this leg should come back a little. Alright, and then this should come forward a little bit like this. This should come back this way. Okay. Alright, so from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this, Control S, and save it as the next toy version 3. And it doesn't go away, it's just like the renderer goes away. I don't know, it just stops rendering it, which is weird. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is basically start sculpting on it to get more of the forms. Okay, so I'm going to do BST, and I'm going to start building this up. Alright, so let's make this a little bit smaller. So let's go like this, and I'm like that, smooth, smooth. Just trying to build up the forms. Basically, every time you draw a stroke, it's a good idea to smooth. Okay, so I'm going to kind of like that, and we're going to go like this, okay, and oops, not this one, this much smaller, and oops, not mask, sorry. Alright, so we're just going to kind of cut this in a little bit, and we're just going to smooth this a little bit, and again, kind of cut in a little bit, smooth it a little bit. Alright. Okay, and I'm gonna hold Alt and kind of cut in for the arm here. Like that. Okay. And Alt, cut in a little bit more again. Smooth that out. Alright, and I'm just gonna kind of hold Shift and kind of smooth that out. Alright, so I'm just slowly kind of working the shapes in here. And we'll just kind of put, that's where the elbow is. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller again. I'm going to hold Alt and cut in. So you can see I'm not doing too many tools. I'm more just kind of sculpting with what I got here. And we're kind of Alt, cut in there. And smooth that out. Something like that. And then we're going to draw a line across. Okay, and I'm going to hold Alt again and kind of cut in. So it's got to go in a little bit there. Like that. Good. Okay, and we're just going to kind of draw out this shape. And we'll cut that in a little bit more here. Alright. We'll just go a little bit more up. And we'll kind of cut down. There we go. There. Okay. And I'm just kind of smoothing that out. Okay. So that's a kind of shape there. And make this a little bit wider. Okay. Trying to put some meat in there. Okay. And I'm going to kind of brush. Alright, and we'll make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Smooth that out. I'm going to make this a bit smaller. Take my focal shift more in the middle here, and brush it smaller. Hold Alt and kind of cut in right here. And I'm just kind of wiggling. And then you can see it's all bumpy, so then I just hold Shift to smooth it. So on and so forth. I don't know why my focal shift always gets smoothed up so much. So I'm just going to kind of go like that, hold Shift. Alright, I'm going to Shift to kind of smooth that out. And I'm going to hold Alt and cut this in. So you can see I'm not doing any tools that you don't already know. I'm mostly just using a couple of things. And I'm mostly just trying to get this to be where I want. I just try to work as quickly as possible to get like a real feel. Oh, come on, give me what I want. There we go, it's a little bit better. Alright, and there we go. So that's smooth that out a little. Okay, and I think there's just not enough geometry to support this elbow right now. Which actually, let's undo that. Just want to put the elbow a little more centered here. And just brush. Something like that. Okay. And let's get this thing a little more of the buttocks here. So, there we go. Alright, and we will take my focal shift this way. And I'm going to hold Alt and kind of cut in. Alright. Okay, and I'm going to hold Alt and basically kind of go around and draw around my tail here to make it just a little bit. Okay, hold Shift and Alt. Okay. And we're just going to kind of make this a little more abrupt with this tail coming off. Alright. So I'm getting closer. And we'll kind of adding some mass here. Okay. And we're going to add a little mass there as well. There's the withers here, which is what goes down to the shoulders and around. Okay. And let's go ahead and I'm going to kind of cut in here. Okay. So, and we'll smooth this, and I'm going to get in here and I'm going to draw this a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to kind of draw a joint here, or the ramus of the jaw. Alright. So, okay. Now horses obviously have the ears here. And it's looking a bit like a bear right now, but we're getting there. Okay, we'll do B, M, and V. So we kind of go like this. Alright, and go this way and kind of push that inwards. Alright. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Oops, that was a bit strong, so let's just, I'm going to hold Shift and just smooth it a little bit. And, okay, B, S, T. Alright, and I'm going to hold space bar, make it smaller. And here we go. Alright. There we go. And we're going to Alt. And, alright. Alright, so that will do for now. This is kind of a rough shape. So I'm going to hold Control, click, and drag, which will retopologize. And then I have a little bit, if I Shift F, you can see I have a little bit better geometry. Whoops. Control Z. There we go. Oh, edit. There we go. Where are you? Okay. Let's hit F to frame. I'm going to rotate this. There we go. I got this thing here, so I'm just